Welcome to another video broadcast of Master Investors Company. Glad to be here again on another episode. Today's topic is going to be what is money and how does it work. I also wrote a blog about it, so check out the link below and read it. It's less than 10 minutes, but it will give you another perspective of what we're going to be covering on this broadcast today. I hope this is helpful and it increase your financial IQ so that you can increase your cash flow ultimately. It's all about building our asset column with cash flow and assets. And this blog and this episode is going to explain why and what is money actually, so that we have a better understanding in how to build wealth. So number one, we want to understand what is money. Many people think that they know what it means or they know what it is, but in reality is that they don't. And it's very easy to see if a person understands what is money by the way they speak, the words that they use. So let's take a look at our words that we are using on a daily basis so that we can adjust anything and exchange the ones that we don't need to use with the wealthy vocabulary, because it starts with the rule number 6 of money, which is learn the language of money. And just like any profession, they're wealthy, we have a certain language. We speak certain words that allows us to raise debt, right? To raise a loan, to get money from other people, and ultimately get ahead with OPM, other people's money and other people's time, legally, okay? So the first thing I want to cover is what is money. And today you must understand that money is fiat money, is fake money, is paper money. Money on itself is actually zero. Its value is zero. It has no value because there's nothing backing it. This has to do with 1971 when President Nixon separated the gold from the dollar. And so when that happened, everything changed according to the rules of money, because money evolved, money became debt, and today money is created with debt. That's why if we check the national debt of the United States, we are above 17 trillion in debt. And all that tells us is that the government uses debt to get ahead, to do anything they need to do. They use debt. And so we can also do the same thing legally. And when we do so, debt is tax-free. And I speak about it in my other podcasts and on our other blogs, because it's so important to understand that debt is tax-free, because the second we start using debt to invest, we right off the back minimize our number one highest expense, which is debt. So as long as we can minimize taxes right from the beginning, we are in a better shape and we're actually in an advantage, and we can keep more of our cash flow to us because we do not have to pay taxes on debt. So that's one secret, if you will, of the ultra wealthy. And so we must follow that and start using debt and being okay with using a credit card to invest rather than using our capital, okay? It's all about raising money legally, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. But how does money work? Okay, so fake money means that, the only way money can maintain its value is through the velocity of money. It's a term that we use in the wealthy community, which I want you to understand. There's another blog after this one that I wrote about. In the next video is going to speak more about the velocity of money, but I'm going to give you the formula of the velocity of money in 5 steps, okay? The first one is invest my money into an asset. Number 2, get my money back. Number 3, keep control of the asset that's generating that cash flow. Number 4, move my money into a new asset. 5, repeat the process. And once we achieve that, that is called the velocity of money, because We are basically getting rich for free, literally for free. And a true wealthy investor understands the power of velocity of money, understands the power of debt, understands the power of getting wealthy for free. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, we must understand and learn the language of money. And the interesting thing is that words are free, as we know. There are about 500,000 words in the English dictionary. Part of that, a portion of it, is dedicated to the money language, and we must understand and speak those words on our daily basis, because the more we do, the more we're going to attract people that are like-minded, and the more we can actually raise money the legal way, the right way, so that we can get wealthy for free. And if we're not doing it like that, then we're doing it wrong. Remember, Master Investors Company was built is an investment management company, but our financial department was built for one mission: to elevate the financial well-being of all partners, including the one that is listening right now. So welcome to the community. And remember, it's about understanding that in 1971, money became fake. Okay, that's when money became fake, because before that, money was backed up by gold. So if you had a certain amount of money before 1971, that's why it was a good idea to save money under a mattress. But now savers are losers, because there's nothing backing the money. There's nothing backing that paper that we sometimes have in our hands, and we think that there's a lot of value to it. But once paper is on a table, is nothing but paper. It must move from asset to asset. And that's why the bank is in the business of what? Of lending money. So why? Because they understand that the savers save money, and they need to move that money into an asset, into the hands of somebody that knows how to put it and allocate it into something that will generate and multiply for more cash flow, okay? And something of value. So at the end of the day, becoming wealthy and being a true master investor is all about raising capital and learning how to allocate other people's money into cash flow and assets, and how to have full control over those assets, how to recoup our money back, the initial investment that we invested, whether it's somebody else's money, whether it's a bank's money or a private investor or a pool of private investors. But it's all about learning how to allocate money and learning how to sell, right? So the skill of selling it comes very key when it comes to building wealth, because when we present an opportunity or an asset to the bank, we're gonna have to have some selling in there. The asset itself, if it's a great asset, we have put a great deal together, money will find us naturally, okay? Because there's a lot of money trying to find a new home, a safe home that will be able to multiply. So we can create a money tree for ourselves. And if we're not doing it that way, then we're doing it wrong. Remember, we are getting rich for free legally, the right way, because we know the right words, because we have the financial education that we're providing here through Master Investors Community. And we want you to be part of our community, because we are the only money business and investing brand of the world that is giving you the new rules of money, the bad and good news of money, and the business principles that work in all economies. So it's key that we understand the velocity of money. Understand that in 1971, President Nixon separated the gold from the dollar. Money became fake from that point on, became a fiat, became a currency. So what's money? Money is just a currency today, and it's backed up by an idea, backed up by confidence. Money is just an idea backed up by confidence. You can write that down. And money is today basically the countries around the world follow suit after that, and they're all basically backed up by faith. It is what is backed on now, is faith on the economies of different countries. So if we have the right deal, if we have something of value, the money would immediately find us, because it's like a magnet. And so we can actually get rich faster with today's way of the economy because of the change of 1971. So 1971 was a big year for the wealthy. It was big because we can actually get rich much faster, and we can actually tap into the velocity of money, which I'm going to repeat again in 5 different steps. 1, invest my money into an asset. Number 2, get my money back, whether it's the bank's money, whether it's a private investor's money, get our money back. Number 3, keep control of the asset, right? Because we're investing for cash flow in assets. We're building our asset column, and we always want to have control over the asset. We don't want to buy something or acquire something that does not give us that control. So number 4, move my money into a new asset. And number 5, repeat the process. And one day we will wake up with a lot of millions in our bank account because of this formula. Velocity of money is key when it comes to building true wealth. And so learning the language of money is also key. So I'm going to encourage you to learn a new word, and you can do so by coming into our blog every day, subscribing to the channel, and staying connected to us in all social media platforms at Mastery Investor. Look for the logo. It's the only brand in the world. We're bringing you the good and bad news of money, but we're keeping it 100% real, okay? It's all about building our asset column. It's about cash flow and assets. And financial education is key. If you don't have the financial education, you're gonna end up being a trader or just a salesperson or someone that is buying something low, thinking that, well, hopefully it's gonna go up and I'm gonna sell high. And that is a trader, it's not an investor. Someone that goes into a stock market to buy a stock and watches the market all day long, is not a true investor. A lot of people think that that is investing. It is not quite investing. That is just trading, and it's very risky. So we don't do that here at Master Investor. We actually encourage you to have your own company, to establish yourself with your own entity so that you can own all the shares of your company, and every asset that goes under that company, you also have control of it. Whether it's an intangible asset, whether it's an informational product, whether it's a digital course like we provide here at Master Investors Company, or whether it's a book. There's a new book that we're coming out with this month, and it's titled How to Build Cash Flow from the Internet, subtitled Turn Passive Income On. And it's going to explain the history of money. It's going to explain a lot of the things that we speak about on the channel. And it's going to break down exactly how you can get your business started from home. But we encourage you to start your own company, to get on the right side of the quadrant and start building systems that will do the selling and telling for you without you having to be there present. And yes, a lot of people need to go to work to make money, but here at Master Investor, we actually encourage you to stay home and build the business from home and start making money while you sleep, right? And we can call it pajama money. We can call it, what it is, passive income, cash flow, because we don't have to be present. We don't have to go to work to earn that passive income. We did something, we acquired something, and that generates cash flow for us. Otherwise, we don't want it at all, because it will be a liability on our financial statement. So check out the links below. I'm going to leave a financial statement so that you can print it and fill it out and figure out where you are financially today, how many assets you have. Even if you don't have any assets, you can still see your financial statement. You can see the flow of your money, whether you have a job, it comes into an income, in your income column, goes down to your expenses, and it goes out the door, and you never see that money back. That is basically why maybe you need to start your own business, because the only way to reach financial freedom is to build our asset column. And a lot of people's asset column is empty. They have zero. So the best way to start with one asset is to build your own company, to establish your own entity. And you're going to need it anyway if you want to reach financial freedom, because you want to minimize taxes, you want to have the loss into your advantage, and you want maximum protection to protect the assets that you're going to be acquiring in the future. And the more wealthy you become, then we always want to ensure that we're protected. And the laws, the business law, and that's why entities were created. That's why corporations were created. They represent us. And I encourage you not to use your own name. Think of a brand that can last 100, 200, 300 years. Think of like how Coca-Cola, Nike, or like Master Investor is a brand. We are more than investment management company. And I want you to also think of that. I want you to think that you are building a brand that's going to stay here generation after generation, providing a service and a product that you're passionate about. What are your passions? Figure out your niche and understand the velocity of money, understand the important years of the involvement of money. So today, money is what? It's fake, it's fiat, it's monopoly money, right? It's an idea backed up by confidence. Nothing is backing it but faith of something of value. So as long as we bring that value, that asset, the money can find us. If it's something that generates cash flow, then money will find us. It's all about getting wealthy with other people's money legally. And I mean this by going into the bank, getting a loan, using our credit cards to invest into acquiring assets, building our company, establishing your company with your credit card, right? And start allocating money, start moving your money. Don't park it, because once it's parked or once you save it, then it's being given to somebody else that knows how to move the money around from asset to asset, okay? So I hope that this video blog is helpful to you. Leave me a comment below and check out the blog, subscribe to our newsletter, and also head to Instagram, follow us over there, and stay connected with us, because we have a lot more coming to you, and we can't wait to see you make money while you're asleep. It's all about turning your passive income on. And how many assets you have, figure it out. Download the financial statement that I'm gonna leave below for free, and make sure you give us a like, give us a comment. And if you have any questions, please drop it below, because somebody else who might have the questions, we're gonna come back and answer those later on. And check out the other blogs. With that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Stay strong. Much love. Bye for now. And remember, the velocity of money and the year 1971. Velocity of money, the 5 steps that I gave you, how to do them and how to reach the velocity of money. And also 1971. That's when money became fake. So what is money today? Is fake. Is an idea backed up by confidence. Is fiat, is a currency, okay, that is backed up by faith, all right, because the gold was separated in 1971. President Nixon did that, and it changed everything, and it actually made it much easier for us to get wealthy for free. And make sure you learn the language of money. Bye for now.